Welcome to my video lecture. I am Dr. A.VELMURUGAN, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government College of Engineering, Chettigare, Dharmaburi. In this video lecture from Unit 2 Steam Boiler, Module 5, that is the steam mountings and accessories. Mountings and accessories of the boiler is very essential to operate the different fittings and devices which are necessary for operation and safety of your boiler. Usually these devices are mounted other boiler shells. In accordance with the Indian boiler regulation, the following mountings should be fitted the boilers. The mountings or the part of the boilers are required for proper functioning in accordance with the Indian boiler regulation of the boiler mountings is essential fitting for safe working of your boiler. Some of the important mountings are water level indicator, pressure gauge, lever, weight, safety valves. The boiler mountings are necessary. The boiler mountings are the fittings which are mounted on the boiler for its proper and safe functioning. Some important boiler mountings are as follows. First one is water level indicator, second one is pressure gauge, third one is safety valve, fourth one is stop valve, fifth one is blow off cock, sixth one is speed check valve, seventh one is fusible plug. From this slide we have discussed about the water level indicator. The water level indicator is very essential to operating the boiler. The operator know about the water level in the boiler, very essential. It will be clearly we have to see about the water level in this boiler shell. It indicates the water level inside the boiler to an observer or operator. It is a safety device upon which the correct working on the boiler depends. It may be seen in front of the boiler and are generally two in the number. It consists of steam cock, water cock and drain cock. From this water level indicator we have to measure the level of the water and also the function of the water level indicators to indicate the level of the water in the boiler constantly. It is also called water gauge. From this water level indicator there is a different cocks, that is a steam cock, water cock and a drain cock. From when the water level indicator being heated, the boiler transforms into the steam, the level of the water in the boiler shell goes on decreasing. For the proper working of the boiler, the water must be kept to safe level. If the water level is below the safe level and the boiler goes on producing steam without the addition of feed water, false. The great damage like crack or leak can occur from the part of the boiler which gets uncovered from the water. This can be result for stoppage of steam generation and the boiler operation. Next, from the pressure gauge, the function of the pressure gauge is measure the pressure exerted inside the vessel. The gauges is usually mounted on the front top of the shell or the drum. It is usually constructed indicated upon the double the maximum working pressure. It's dial graduated to read the pressure per kg per centimeter square. From this pressure gauge it is measured to measure the pressure steam inside the steam boiler. It is fixed in front of the steam boiler. It consists of an elliptical elastic tube into an arc of the circle which is called Bourdon tube pressure gauge or diaphragm type pressure gauges are available. On one end of the tube is fixed and connected to the steam space in the boiler and the other end is connected to the sector through the wings. The pressure gauge is generally measured with the various types of pressure gauges are available. That is a dial type pressure gauge, digital pressure gauge, pressure transmitter or transmitter. Nowadays we have using the modern boilers, we have using the digital pressure gauge or pressure transmitter. From industry point of view, we have to measure the pressure from that is a PSI or kgf per centimeter square or kilopascal or megapascal. From kgf per centimeter square is a MKS system, PSI pounds per inch. So from the industry point of view, we have using the PSI or kgf per centimeter square. The pressure gauge is that is a Bourdon tube pressure gauge. It is one end is connected to the boiler shell and another end is connected to the linkage. From the difference between this linkage, the pressure, we have to measure the pressure level and also it is useful for the boiler shells. Next slide we have using the safety valve. The safety valve is very essential to operating the boiler operation. It is used to preventing the explosion due to the excessive internal pressure of the steam. If the main function is to blow off the steam when the pressure of the steam is inside the boiler exceeds the working pressure. There are four types of safety valve. First one is a lever safety valve, second one is dead weight safety valve, Third one is high steam and lower water safety valve. Last one is spring loaded safety valve. From the slide we have discussed about the lever safety valve. It serves the purpose of maintaining the constant safe pressure inside the steam of the boiler. It consists of a valve body flange fixed to the steam boiler, a bronze valve seat screwed to the body and the bronze valve placed upon it. The thrust on the valve is transmitted by the strut. When the pressure of the steam exceeds the safe limit, the upward thrust, the steam rises the valve from the seat and allows the steam to escape it till the pressure falls back to the normal valve. The lever safety valve is manipulated to adjust the weight. From this, one end is connected to the boiler shell. From this lever adjustment, there the weight will be attached. The weight will be lifted. The pressure, the valve will be opening. The excess steam will be releasing from this valve. For example, we have to control the 10 bar pressure or 9 bar pressure. This is manipulated. It is recommended to, for example, we have to adjust the 9 bar to maintaining 9 bar from the boiler shell. Means we have to change the weight from here and we have to manipulate and find out the 9 bar, maintaining the 9 bar pressure in the lever safety valve. Next slide we have discussed about the dead weight safety valve. So generally the dead weight safety valve, it consists of gunmetal valve rest on a gunmetal seat. It is fixed to the top of the steam pipe which is bolted to the mounting blocks and riveted to the top of the shell. Both the valves and the pipes are covered by a case which contains weight. The weights keep the valve on its seat under normal working pressure. When the pressure of the steam exceeds the normal pressure, the valve as well as the case are lifted up from its seat. This enables the steam to escape through the discharge. The schematic view of the dead weight safety valve, it is similar for your cooker. We have using the weight is added from the cooker. If you have excess steam is from the cooker, means the weight will be opening and the excess steam will be released. The same process will be happening on the dead weight safety valve. Here the weight will be attached. From the load also from the valve is present from here. The weight is attached from the both side of the dead weight safety valve. For the high pressure steam is released from the boiler. The valve will be opening with the help of this weight. After the excess steam is released, again it comes to the original positions. The A is a cast iron pipe, the B is denoted for bottom flange, V is a denoted for gunmetal, W is cast iron weight, WC is a weight carrier. Next slide we have discussed about the high steam and low water safety valve. These valves are placed at the top of the cornice and the land cashier boiler only. It is the combination of two valves, one of which is lever safety valve, which blows up the steam when the working pressure the steam exits, and other operates by the flowing of the steam. From this high steam and low water safety valve, the operator know about the water level. If you have the float will be goes to the downward motion, means the operator know about the water level, and the valve will be, the safety valve will show the high sound, the different sound will be visible. So the operator know about the water level will be it goes down. So initially we have to add the water, and also simultaneously the weight will be released. If you have excess pressure will be formed on the steam boiler, means the weight will be opened, the steam will be flow from this direction. It is a two combination, and also we should monitoring the water level, and also if you have excess steam is present on the boiler shell, means the weight will be released, and also the excess steam goes to the atmosphere. Next slide we have discussed about the sling loaded safety valve. It is used for locomotive and marine boilers. The spring is made up of round or square steel rod in helical form and placed in compression. It consists of a cast iron body connected to the top of a boiler. It has two separate valves on the same side, having their seatings in the upper end of the two hollow valve chests. These valves also chests are united by a bridge and a base, and is bolted to the mounting block on the top of the boiler over the firebox. From the schematic view and the photographic view of the sling loader safety valve, it is the same process. There is a spring adjustment. If you have high pressure steam is delivered from the boiler shell, means the spring adjustment automatically the spring will be released, so the excess steam goes to atmosphere. This is a photographic view of the spring-loaded safety valves. Next, we have discussed about the steam stop valve. It is the largest valve on the steam boiler. It is usually fitted to the highest part of the shell by means of large flange. The body of the steam valve is made up of cast iron or cast steel. The valve seat and nut through with the valve is spindle works made up of brass or gunmetal. The principal function of the steam valve is to control the flow of the steam from the boiler to the main steam wheel. So generally, from the wheel adjustment, we have to control the steam stop valve. We have to, if you rotate the valve or it will be reduce the size or increase or decrease the wheel, the steam will be delivered from the outlet of the condition. So normally the steam stop valve is mainly used for the steam boiler. Next slide, we have discussed about the blow-off cock. The blow-off cock is fitted to the bottom of the boiler drum and consists of conical plug fitted to the body or casing. The casing is packed with the asbestos packing in grooves round the top or bottom of the plug. The shank of the plug passes through the gland and the stuffing box in the cover. The plug is held by a yoke and two stud bolts. The plug is held by a yoke and two stud bolts. The principal function of the blow-off cock is the empty the boiler whenever required. The discharge the mud, scale or sediments which are accumulated at the bottom of the boiler. From the schematic view of the blow-off cock, if you have from the boiler there is a corrosion or scaling formation or impurities are present on the boilers from the water treatment process. So immediately with the help of this blow-off cock, we have to remove the scales or impurities or sedimentation of the salt formation. The blow-off cock is very important used for the boiler mounting. Next, we have to use it for the feed check valve, the photographic view and the schematic view of the feed check valve. It is a non-return valve fitted to the screwed spindle to regulate the lift. Its function is to regulate the supply of water which is pumped into the boiler by the feed pump. The valve must have its spindle lifted before the pump is started. It is fitted to the shell slightly below the normal water level of the boiler. Except the spindle, every part of the valve is made up of brass and the spindle is made up of Muntz metal. From this photographic view and the schematic view of the feed check valve, that the feed check valve is similar to the steam stop valve. Here the one more point is, here the non-return valve. If the water will be in from the outlet conditions, again it is not recirculated from the reversible process. There is a non-return. It is similar to the feed check valve. The fusible plug is very important, used for the loco boiler, that is a fire tube boiler. It is fitted to the crown plate on the furnace of the firebox. It is object to put up the fire in the furnace when the level of the water in the boiler falls to unsafe the limit. It is to avoid the explosion which takes place due to the overheating of the furnace plate. It consists of three hollow gunmetal plugs. Second plug is screwed to the first plug and the third plug is separated from the first plug by the ringle of the fusible metal. The fusible material is a separate material. From the boiler is operating, from the fire tube boiler is operating from the high temperature. So it will be complete the critical condition. The fusible plug will be melted. So it will be stop the flow of the steam and also the flue gas, stop the flue gases also. The fusible plug is very important. That is a separate specific material used for the fusible plug. Thank you.